Next, in the process of spermatogenesis, at this process it is start at the age of puberty. Okay, maturation at the age of puberty, and is initiated to the increase in the release of gonadotropin releasing hormone by the hypothalamus. In last year we have studied number of hormone it is releasing from the pituitary gland, then they can stimulate the number of functions. So like that, gonadotropin releasing hormone released by the hypothalamus. Gonads nale enadhu reproductive organs, that releasing hormone they can release by the hypothalamus. That hormone they can go and activate the anterior pituitary gland, then that stimulation of that hormone gonadotropin releasing hormone, pituitary gland they can stimulate to secrete the two gonadotrophins. The gonadotrophins are known as follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone. Then follicle stimulating hormone stimulate the testicular growth of the testis, and then they can involving in the production of androgen binding protein by the Sertoli cells. Okay, so that Sertoli cells it is essential for the androgen binding protein. Okay, this it is involving in the process of a spermatogenesis. Then luteinizing hormone, this hormone it is activate on the Leydexes, then the Leydexes they can produce the testosterone, male sex hormone testosterone. That testosterone also it is involving in the stimulation, the process of the spermatogenesis. Okay, so hormones also it is involving in the maturation, that is the stimulation in the process of a spermatogenesis, formation of a sperm. That process, spermiation process, we need a for what? Stimulation of the hormones. That hormones it is released from the pituitary glands. That glands they can secrete follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone. They can go and stimulate our testes to produce the for what? To form the sperm. Okay, can you understood all of you? The next, now we are going to discuss about the structure of a human ovum. See here, structure of the human sperm. See here in this picture, there's a seminiferous tubules. So primary oocytes, secondary oocytes, everything is present. It is involving. Then they can produce the sperm. See here, for what? Spermatogonia. Okay, germ cells they can produce the primary oocyte, that is known as a spermatogonia. This spermatogonia along with the Sertoli cells, what? They can move. They can produce into the secondary spermatozoites. Then the secondary spermatozoid, the spermatogonia, they can produce primary spermatozoites. Then the primary spermatozoites, they can produce the secondary spermatozoites. Then the secondary spermatozoites, they can produce the spermatids or in a sperm. Okay. Okay, the spermatogenesis, that process. Next, now we are going to discuss about the structure of a human spermatozoon or sperm, human sperm. So human sperm is a microscopic flagellated and motile gamete. Flagella, this is, so flagella is present, so we are saying flagellated. Motile move. So human sperm we cannot able to see our naked eye, through microscope only we can see. So it is a microscopic flagellated motile. It is move inside that fluids. Okay, so it is microscopic flagellated and motile gametes. The whole body of the sperm it is enveloped. This body fully it is covered with the covering, that is known as the envelope. Okay, enveloped by the plasma membrane. It is composed of, it is divided into head, neck, and then middle piece, and then inner tail. Okay, so the sperm it is divided into head, a small neck, middle piece, and then in a tail. Okay, so the head it is comprises in the two parts, that is known as acrosome and then nucleus. Inside the head it is present in the two parts, that parts are known as acrosome and then in a nucleus. See this structure: head, small neck, middle piece, and then inner tail. These are the parts. This whole body of the sperm it is covered by the envelope. It is made up of a plasma membrane. Then now we are going to see the head of the sperm. So head it is contains in two parts, acrosome and nucleus. So acrosome it is present in the anterior region above the nucleus. Okay, a pointed region it is present in the acrosome. Then nucleus is present inside the head. These two parts are present inside the head. Okay, then The acrosome is a small cap-like structure, pointed structure present at the tip of the nucleus. It is formed from the Golgi body of the spermatids. So each and every cell it is present in a for what a cell organelle. So this Golgi body they can produce the acrosome. It is a small cap-like structure. See, it is a small cap-like structure at pointed out of the head. It is present. It is made up of a Golgi body. Okay. Then this acrosome it is contains an enzyme that is known as hyaluronidase. It is a proteolytic enzyme made up of proteolytic enzyme. It is otherwise known as sperm lysine. Lysine in the breakdown. Sperm lysine which helps to penetrate the ovum during fertilization. So during the fertilization, this hyaluronidase they can break down the head of the sperm. Okay, then so we are saying it is otherwise known as sperm lysine. Okay, it is helpful for the penetration of the ovum. Penetration என்ன செய்யும் இது அங்க ஓவத்தை தொலைச்சிக்கிட்டு உள்ளுக்குள்ள போகும். தொலைச்சிட்டு உள்ள போறத நம்ம என்னன்னு சொல்றோம் penetration. Okay, during the fertilization in the male gamete they need to enter inside the female gamete. அந்த process தான் fertilization. அப்ப இந்த male gamete உள்ளுக்குள்ள போகணும். உள்ளுக்குள்ள தொலைச்சிட்டு ஓவத்தை தொலைச்சிட்டு உள்ளுக்குள்ள போகணும் அப்படினா நமக்கு ஒரு enzyme வேணும். That is known as the hyaluronidase. This enzyme it is secreted in the acrosome. It is otherwise known as sperm lysine. It is helpful for the penetration of the ovum during the fertilization. Then the nucleus. Nucleus is a flat and oval. Okay, that is the nucleus. Then another one of the part that is known as the neck. Neck is very short. It is present in between the head and then in a middle piece. Then in middle piece it is contains in a proximal centriole. Okay, proximal centriole. It is mainly involving in the process of a cell division. First cell division of the zygote. Okay, and the digital centriole gives rise to the axial filament of the sperm. Okay, this centriole they can rise into the axial filament of the tail. Tail nudiya axial filament idena seidu produce பண்றதுக்கு நமக்கு இந்த proximal centriole. Okay, then in the middle piece it is contains in a mitochondria. Mitochondria also it is present. So the mitochondria it is present in a spirally twisted mitochondria is present. Okay, so it is present around the axial filament. So that is known as the mitochondrial spiral or Nembergen. Okay, then this mitochondria they can produce the ATP molecule. That ATP it is essential for the movement of the sperm. Already we have know that. So sperm they can motile, they can move inside that one. Okay, the tail is the largest part of the sperm and is slender and tapering. உருளையா அப்படியே இருக்கிறதுக்கு அப்படியே சின்னதா வரும் tapering. It is formed of the central axial filament that is known as the axinin and the outer protoplasmic sheath. அதுல இருந்து அப்படியே outerல வருது. Okay, the lashing movement of the tail push the sperm. When the tail they can move, that time they can push the sperm into the forward. Movement of the tail it is known as the this movement it is helpful for the movement of the sperm into the forward. முன்னாடி நோக்கி மூவ் பண்ண வைக்கும். Okay, so the human male ejaculate about 200 to 300 million sperms during coitus. ஒரு coitusல it is able to produce what 200 to 300 millions of sperms of one ejaculation. Okay, so it is estimated that around 60% of from these 200 to 300 60% of the sperm must have normal shape. அதில் 60% தான் நார்மல் ஷேப்பாக இருக்கும். அந்த 60%ல 40% தான் என்ன செய்யும் விகரஸ் மூமெண்ட்டில் இன்வால்வ் ஆகிருக்கும். நார்மல் மொட்டிலிட்டி ப்ரெசன்ஸ் ஆகிருக்கும். அதில் ஏதாச்சும் ஒரு ஸ்பெர்ம் தான் என்ன செய்யும் ஓவத்தை போய் பெனிட்ரேட் பண்ணி இந்த நியூக்ளியஸை மேலினுடைய நியூக்ளியஸ் ஸ்பெர்ம்னுடைய நியூக்ளியஸை ஃபீமேலினுடைய நியூக்ளியஸ்குள்ளே போய் ஃபியூசன் ஃபெர்டிலைசேஷனுக்கு இன்வால்வ் ஆகும். ஓகே, the sperm is the smallest human cell and the ovum is the largest human cell. They will ask in a one more question. Okay, can you understood structure of a sperm? Okay students, thank you. We will see the next class.